Guys, so today I'm going to be sharing some tips and tricks to get your flat iron the best quality that it can be. So if you don't know already, I do have natural hair. My hair texture, I guess you could say, is between like 4A, 3C, 4B, somewhere in that realm. And sometimes I've noticed that like my flat irons look better than others. So these are going to be some tips and tricks that I learned down the line to make your flat iron last a long time and to make sure that it looks good. So the first thing, obviously you can see my hair is like kind of curly. This actually makes the flat iron last a long time. When I flat iron my hair, I typically keep it like this for a month. So it's one of my lazy styles. I don't work out super intensely during that time period because if I sweat, I sweat like a pig. So I have to be mindful of the amount of water that gets into my hair or that gets onto my scalp or liquid. So I do light workouts when I have flat iron hair. Also, I only flat iron my hair when it's not humid outside. I learned very early on, like if you've been following along, you know that I used to cheer, and in college they used to call me the little lion because my hair would start out flat and by the time we were done, I ended up with a whole mane because I was that powerful. I was going in, baby. I was sweating, baby. So I ended up looking like a lion at the end of the game. So I don't combat humidity. So that's like just a tidbit in advanced. Like when you're working towards health and you're looking to grow your hair longer, it's better not to fight your natural whatever happens. So if you're like me, and if water looks at your hair and it frizzes up, you might want to steer clear of flat ironing your hair in those summer months or those humidity, because then you're going to damage your hair because you're going to have to keep flat ironing it. You're going to have to keep putting heat to it. When I do my flat irons, like I said, I do it for a month. I might go over my hair after 2 weeks just to like give it a little bit of a refresh, but I don't go over it every single day like I used to have to do when I was cheering. Another tip is to do the chase method. Now, some people do the chase method with a rat tail comb. I do the chase method with a round boar bristle brush. This is the one that I use now, but any boar bristle brush will work well. I use a strand from the back to show you how I do it because it's gonna probably straighten it. So I take my boar bristle brush from the behind my hair, not in front. I take it from the back and then I put my flat iron on and just follow just like that. And that's how I'm able to go over my hair once. I only go over my hair with the flat iron one time because I just don't want to put a whole bunch of heat on my hair. And plus you've already done the blow dry and all that type of stuff. So speaking of flat iron, I use the Babyless Pro. This is the only flat iron that I use. It's the best one. You can even see it got some use to it. It has like titanium on both sides. I put it on 45. I don't know what temperature that is, but 45 works for me. And they've upgraded because my old one, I had to get a new one because I left it somewhere. But anyway, my old one had a rubber wire, but this is a new one. It's actually coated with a fabric. So I guess it helps, I don't know. But anyway, that's the one that I use now. And this flat iron makes all the difference. You can get as close as you want, but keep in mind that this flat iron gets hot. It gets really, 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 really hot. So keep that in mind when you are flat ironing your hair. Also, if you have I have some more tips, but if you have questions, you can comment below and I'll make a video about your questions. And if you want more in-depth understanding and classes about how to take care of your natural hair, we offer you can click one of the links in the description. You can either join us for a live meetup group session where it's a live workshop where you can get your questions answered and we'll be discussing different various topics. Or you can go to the website, also in the description, and click our classes and take one on demand, or any pre-recorded workshop that's been uploaded. You can also go there to learn and grow, become a part of our natural hair care community. We're about to do a DIY hair mask day, and also like deep condition and chill. So it's like, it's not only just educational things, even though it is, but it's also about the lifestyle that comes with taking care of your natural hair. Because in order to have healthy hair, it is a sort of like a lifestyle. It's like a job. And so it's something that you have to consistently do. You can't just decide one day, oh, you know what, well, you make a decision one day, but it's a process. So that's why we have a community, so that you're not in it by yourself, so that you can learn how to take care of your hair the best way. Because believe it or not, when I first went natural in 7th grade, my hair was this long. And you know, here we are today, all right, and growing. And I had to cut my hair off multiple times, all right, and start over. So the next thing about a good flat iron, now this is something that I do. I don't know anyone else who does this. Even my mom, you know, we do this together, the hair care brand, but I don't think even she does this. So everyone, of course, you section your hair out, you put it in braids, boom. I let my hair air dry 90% before I go in with the blow dryer. That's my personal preference. For one, I feel like it's more heat if I blow dry my hair as soon as it's done being wet. I feel like that's a lot more heat on my hair. It takes longer. I don't always get my hair dry. So I notice, like, if I personally go from extremely wet hair to dry hair, to blow dry, it takes longer, and there will be like pockets where my hair is still wet or still damp. So I take like a long time when I'm going to do a flat iron, just like any other hair day, and I will put my hair in braids. Like I said, I'll braid it up, and I will just leave it in that braid for hours and hours and hours, until when I squeeze it, it doesn't feel wet on the outside. It might still be damp on the inside, but I will go all day long and let my hair be virtually air dry. Like I said, 90% air dried, and then I'll go in with the blow dryer. So that brings us to our next thing, which is a great blow dry means a great flat iron. If your blow dry is not where it needs to be, or it's not at the proper level of straightness, your flat iron, no matter what, is not going to look as good as it possibly can. So with that being said, take your time with your blow dry, get your hair as straight as you possibly can. And that's why I use WeUNIK Cosmetics. Shout out to our brand. I use our oil and our pomade, which is a thick, heavy based oil like cream, but it's a based oil. I use that. I'll put that in my hair. And you know, I only use our products in silicone mix. If you watch any video, I stay true to it, do to it. Okay, it is what it is. So I'll use that, put that in my hair when I comb it out, put my braids in when it's wet, and then I'll go in with my blow dryer. And the better you blow dry, the better your results. So what is the best blow dryer? So I didn't bring the other one over here, but I use two different ones. I use a hand dryer and another hand dryer. So here is the hand dryer that my mom and I prefer. This is what it looks like out the box. And then it comes with 3 heads, but we typically use the head with one of the combs, because you can really get right onto the scalp. Or I use this one, another blow dryer that looks like a brush. But the ones that you can really, really grip are the best. The handheld blow dryers are the best. But yeah, I also use a brush dryer that you've seen in like my how to blow dry black hair video, blah blah blah. Right. I don't know why it's not going back in. Another tip for a great flat iron is doing a deep condition beforehand. So the more hydrated and conditioned your hair is before you start, 1, the less damage that's going to happen to your hair. 2, the better your style will look. And 3, the more healthy your hair will be. It's like prepping your hair for that great event. And if you've watched it, or if you've taken our classes or participated in the workshop, one thing that I always compare a great deep condition to is having a great deep conditioner is like exfoliating your lips and then putting on your chapstick. If you don't exfoliate, your lips they're gonna be moisturized, but they're not gonna be as moisturized as if you did that exfoliation first. So doing your deep conditioner is like exfoliating your lips. And then finally, these things. So before I go to bed, I when I flat ironed my hair, it was bone straight. But now I realize that that doesn't last for me. And so now I'll do 2 Bantu knots, and I twist it around itself, obviously. So in real life, I would do like this and then keep twisting it and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Let's pretend like I did that the whole way. And then I'll put a ponytail holder on it, and I do 2. The only caveat is this: when you take it out and you don't mix it around, you have a line down the middle of your head. So it's good to, instead of doing a straight line, to like kind of zigzag it. And then when you wake up, you go behind and you just, you know, kind of comb through. And then before you know it, the line will start to disappear. So that's how I get my hair straight. That's how I keep it straight. And if I'm working out or something, I'll put those buns in. Yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you want to be a part of a natural hair care community and learn more, please subscribe, like this video, share it with anyone who can use it. Also, if you want to take a class, or if you have an organization where you think they can benefit from learning self-love through healthy hair care, then please reach out to us. Also, you can join us for Meetup, for a live session. All links are in the bio, in the description. I did not, however, at this point, link the products because you can Google it. But if you want me to link the products below, I can do that as well. With that being said, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.